Hey guys, it's me, Radioactive Pineapple, or as you guys know me, Shane4040. I wanted to talk about something that disturbs me: the abuse of police. Um, they're I don't know. They just think because they have a badge and they have a gun and they're wearing that uniform that they think that you should just bow down and just listen to them. You know, you have to listen to them or they're going to hurt you. Um, it irritates me because you see a lot of stuff on Facebook on how, or on YouTube, on police officers abusing civilians, and it's just not right. I mean, I can understand they're abusing arrest or resisting arrest. Oops, my bad. And it just isn't right. I mean, if they're resisting arrest, put them on the ground. But don't sit there and punch them and hit them, tase them 10 times, and then decide to shoot them 4 times. You know, it's just not right. Don't do it. And if you guys see someone doing it, you guys really need to step up. I know I'm going to, because if I ever see a police officer doing that kind of crap, I'm you can bet money that I'm going to be the one jumping in there helping that civilian or that group of civilians, even if I end up getting hurt myself, because that is not right. That is not right in the littlest bit of way. If you're wearing that uniform and you're sworn in to protect us that live in the United States and you're not overseas, you guys are the ones that are supposed to be protecting us. And if there's a police officer watching my video right now, I hope that you don't do the kind of crap that I see. And it's like, yeah, you're going to comment, oh, it was resisting arrest, or yeah, they had a reason to do this. I can understand if he goes to attack you, but unloading your sidearm, handgun, pistol, whatever you want to call it, because someone's going to attack you is a little much. I can understand once or twice, and yes, in that position, you do have the right to do that. But you can't just walk up to somebody with your gun drawn and expect them to get off their motorcycle, do something like that. I wouldn't. So, just stand up for people in your neighborhood. Know your rights. Look at the amendments. All you gotta do is do a quick glance through there and the cops aren't doing what they're doing. You know that when you look through your Constitution, you look through your rights. A lot of people think that because they're older than you or they have a job, where they're responsible for you or something, etc. to that, means that they control you. They have higher power over you. They can take your constitutional rights away. They cannot take your constitutional rights away. A school cannot. A police officer cannot. No one has the right to take your constitutional rights away. There may be alterations to the Constitution, and that is stated in the Constitution, but you are not going to sit there and take my rights away. I'm not going to let it happen. Why should you? You're an American citizen. You didn't choose to go by these rules. These rules were assigned to you when you were born in the United States or overseas somewhere. It depends if your parents were military or not, but you are a United States citizen. If you moved here because of the laws and the freedoms and, living the American dream, okay, then you know your laws. Go with them. Don't take anything from anybody that tries to take your constitutional rights away. The police beatings that you see, there's already been riots plenty of times, but it's gotten to the point where I don't even really like police officers anymore. And I know, like I said, if there is a police officer watching, he's like, well, you shouldn't dislike all police officers. I'm thinking, well, how do I know the difference between a good cop and a bad cop? How do I know that I'm going to be okay when I call 911 for an emergency or I need to get help quick, get to a hospital. I don't, because police officers abuse their rights. And, you can look up police beatings on YouTube and get a million videos. And, most of them be in America, in the United States, where the Constitution was written, signed, and we still have it today. So, I don't understand why people are doing this. It bothers me deeply that people are being beaten, people are being shot after being beaten, for that fact, which shouldn't be happening. It just shouldn't happen. I don't know, at this point I'm just thinking anyone that's over the age of 18 needs to get a concealed weapons permit. Everyone. So if you do see this happening, you are going to shoot somebody. And I know that sounds very, very brutal, but if you see a police officer beating a man on the ground, defenseless, no weapon, not a dog, not a knife, not even using his fists, he's just laying there in handcuffs, being constrained while he's being beaten, that's not right. I don't care who you aren't going to tell me that's right. Anybody abusing the fact that they're up in the law or in the government is, I don't know. I just don't think it's fair. I don't like it. I'm not going to agree with it. If I ever see a police officer try to do that to me, or try to do that to anybody else, they're going to have the biggest problems on their hands ever, because I'm going to file a lawsuit, and I'm going to spend as much money as I can and get the best lawyer I can, because this is not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen anymore. Watching this crap on YouTube, watching it on Facebook, just like how bullying was happening. It shouldn't be happening. Stand up for people and stop this from happening. It shouldn't be happening, and it's not our responsibility to do this. You say, stop it. So why should I do anything? Would you want someone to do something for you? If that was happening to you? I would. Because I couldn't take out 5 cops on my own while each of them were beating me with a baton, then tasing me, then shooting me. No. No one's going to be able to do that. Because the minute you lay a hand on that officer to get him or her off of you, you're going to end up with a taser on your back, or you're going to get shot. It isn't right. I'm not going to let it happen. I've said it a billion times now, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting to the point where I'm just repeating myself, but carry a knife. For example, you could carry, something like this, okay? Just a simple knife you can get from Walmart, anywhere at all, for 20 bucks, okay? Something like this. Don't carry around one of those Swiss Army knives with a blade that's about that long, okay? Carry something like this around. And I understand if you're at school, you can't. So don't bring it to school, don't be stupid. But if you're going somewhere, like you're going to, you're going in public, you're going to see a concert, you're going ice skating, you're doing anything at all, you need to carry a weapon or some kind of defense with you at all times. Because, again, the police are abusing their rights. They shouldn't be doing this stuff, and it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be accepted, and the government should be doing something right now. At this point, was it Rodney King? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I'm gonna look this up a little bit more, but I'm only 13. I wasn't, the beating of him and the riots that broke out, if you were a police officer, you were threatened huge, big time. Not only police officers, but just just everyone. No one was safe. And the reason why that even started was because a police officer or police officers decided that they were going to beat somebody. I mean, I've gotten in trouble with the law, I guess you could say. And the two cops that I was with, they were abusive. I mean, they acted like I had just killed somebody. I mean, they had pistols drawn. They had them pointed at the ground, of course. And then after they realized that, I was a kid, because this happened last year. I mean, nothing was gonna happen. They put them away. But I mean, you aren't gonna walk up to somebody not knowing what they did and have your pistol drawn. Have it out of the holster in your hand. Put it away. Because you aren't going to use it. And if you are going to use it, then you're going to shoot me. If you point a gun at someone, you expect to shoot them, and you're going to do it too. Because the minute you put that thing down, I'm going to shoot you. Because you aren't going to point a gun at me and act like you're going to shoot me without me shooting you. Carry a weapon at all times. Don't let a police officer, don't let someone high up in the law, don't let anybody older than you try to take your rights, your amendments, your Constitution away from you. Those are your rights as being a United States citizen. I know this stuff and I'm only 13. Should it be this simple? It is this simple. Your rights are your rights. That's why it's called rights. Your as in you, yourself, your person. And another thing, schools do not have the right to search you. They can search your locker, they can search your binders, but anything on your person, which is you, they do not have the right to touch. I saw a timeout lady sitting on a kid. Sitting on him, really? That's abuse right there too. And I mean, freedom of speech, freedom of press, anything that you're not sure of, and I mean, you try to say, yeah, that's one thing. Okay, but if you know that's on your amendments, that's on the Constitution, those are your rights,